Good evening, everyone. Am I audible to all?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just a second. Let me share my screen to you people. Okay, I guess it's visible now. Okay. So in the previous class, we have seen about the JWT token, the registration authentication. Along with that, we have also done the CRUD operations, isn't it? So in this class, we are going to test all the routes that we have created in the previous class. Along with that, in this class, we are going to learn one more interesting thing. That is our front-end framework. And our front-end framework, which we are going to use in one is, what is the name?
React.
Great. So here is the file of our previous class. So just tell me quickly, what is the command that we write in order to run the backend file?
Node1 server.
NP.
Okay, node-mon server.js. Okay, so my server started successfully and the MongoDB also has been connected. Now I will go to my Postman. All right. So here is my already present the port number, and then I have this API endpoint. Now what I will do? I will go to my server.js. All right. And see here, in order to access the auth routes, what do I need to write after API? I need to write \auth. So here I'll do the same. Here I will write / and then auth. I go to the body and then remove this all thing. I will make a post request. And now I will try to register a person. And what is the endpoint for registering a person? So for that, I will go to my authcontroller.js, and here, actually, I'll go to my routes. That is the auth.js. And yes, so here I'm calling the register function with the API endpoint register. So what do I have to write after auth? I have to write register so that the server will get to know what the user is actually trying to do. So here, what are the data that I have to provide? I'll go to my user.js. And here I have to provide the name, email, password, and role. All right. So here I'll go. I'll provide the name as Rebecca. And then I'll provide the email as Rebecca@gmail.com. And then I will provide the password. And here I will provide Rebecca 1, 2, 3. And finally, I will provide the role as manager. And then I will send the post request. Can you people see? The token has been generated.
Yes, ma'am.
And along with the token, we are also getting the data of who? We are getting the data of Rebecca. Are we getting the password over here? Are we getting the password?
No, ma'am.
No, right? So what do I need to check now, after register? What do we do in a particular website? We try to log in that website, right? So here I will remove the name and role, because in order to log in, what are the two things that I need? I need the email and password. And instead of register, I have to write what? Tell me fast. What do I need to write? Tell me.
Login.
Login.
And again, I will send the request. Okay. For the login also, we are being provided the user's data and token. So here, let's go to the login. Okay. So here we are also being provided the user's data, along with that the token. So what if I want to show the password as well? So here I will provide password. This one is going to be user dot password. That's it. I will save this again. And now I will try to send the request again. Can you see the password? Is this
Yes,
password and the password provided the same?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Why? Because this password has got encrypted, isn't it? Now what I will do is I will go to my user.js. All right. And after that, here I am seeing there are a couple of endpoints, that is \me and then an empty \. So what is the API endpoint that I have to use if I want to use the user controller? Yeah, these two functions. So for that, in order to know that, I will go to my server.js, and here I have written that I need to write API and then users in order to access all the functions which are present inside my user routes. So these are the couple of get method. So what do I have to do? I will go over here, and instead of API auth, I have to write user. Is it only user or users? Users. Okay. All right. And here I have to write me. All right. So just tell me one thing. Was it the get request or the post request?
Get, ma'am.
I'll make a get request, and I will go back to my code. I'll go to the auth.js, not the auth, user.js. All right. And here I will go to my get profile. See, here in the get profile, what do I need? Okay, I will read all the data, isn't it? So what do I have to do? I just have to pass the request. And one thing you people can notice over here is we have written protect. And inside the protect, what did we store? We have stored the auth middleware. And we will go to this page. Yeah. Here, what is it checking? It is checking if the token has been provided. So what do we have to do? We just have to copy this entire token. I will copy it. Then I'll go to my headers. Not headers actually. Yeah. Here, a bearer token is already provided. So in place of this field, I'm going to paste my token. So I have successfully pasted my token. After that, what else do I need over here? The token will just get verified. All right. And what are the more things that I need in order to access this route? Okay, protect. That's it. We need to protect the token. Now, I'll go to my body, remove all the things. Token has been pasted. I will send the request. See, not authorized token is missing. So what do I have to do? I will go to my headers at first. And here, Bearer token again. Header authorization starts with bearer. It's the same thing. Authorization. Here I will provide bearer and then the token. And then I will send it. Okay. All right, we'll see. After protecting the token, we have also provided the role-based access, that whether the admin or the manager can have access on that particular route. So here I have also provided the authorize. So I'll just remove the me from backslash. Yeah. And after that, what else is required in order to access this route? The role needs to be admin. So what I will do is, I will go to my MongoDB. Here is my users. Rebecca should be there. Yeah, this one. So here I will change the role from manager to admin. So here what I will do, admin. And then I will update it. After that, what else is required over here? Protect. Okay, this one and the admin. So for that, in order to access this authorized method, what do we have to provide? Roles allowed and then request.user. That's it. Now we will send it again. Where is that? Okay, we'll check and see in the next class what is the actual error occurring over here. So did you test the APIs for the CRUD operations by yourself? Did you test that? Hello. Am I properly audible to all?
Yes, ma'am. Please ask again, ma'am.
Are you people even listening when I'm asking you people twice or thrice? All right. So we have done with the backend, and in order to test the CRUD operation, you people just have to provide the routes and the URL endpoints, and then provide the data inside the body just the way I have provided. And today we will learn how to create a React project. So I will close this folder.
Yes, ma'am.
I will go to my file explorer. Here I will create a new folder. And now I will open the same folder in VS Code. All right, so the command that we need to write in order to create a React project is npm create white at latest. Along with that, we have to provide the name of the front-end folder. Say, for example, I want to name the folder as front-end only. So for that, I will write front-end. After that, it will provide me the options for the frameworks. So for that, I will go to the React and press enter. And then I will choose my language, that is JavaScript. So here are the commands that I need to run. cd frontend, which means I am changing my directory from the B8 React folder to the frontend folder. And then finally, I have to write npm install. Okay, so all the files inside this folder has been created. So we can see over here. So whichever file you want to create inside this front end folder, you just have to place them inside the src folder. All right, and then you can come across this app.jsx, which provides as the main file inside which we have to render all the components that we are going to create. So let me show you the boilerplate page, which is provided by React. Before we write any code inside the app.jsx. All right. So for that, what do I have to write? npm run dev. So just control click on this link. See, this is the basic boilerplate code written inside the app.jsx, for which we are getting the output. And if we click on this button, then the count will increase. And similarly, the images and these things have been provided. Now, what do I have to do? If I just erase all these things and then save it, and then refresh. Are you getting anything in this page? No, right? Because inside the app.jsx, no code is written. All right. So how to provide our own UI? For that, what do we have to do? We just have to create 3 folders inside this src folder. So here I will create the first folder, that is context. And the next folder that I'm going to create is my components. And the third folder that I'm going to create inside the src folder is the pages. All right. So inside the pages folder, I am going to store all the pages which I want in my website. First, I want a home page. So for that, I will write home.jsx. Secondly, I want one more page, that is the login page. .jsx. And third page that I want in my website is the dashboard. .jsx. That's it. After that, I want some components as well. And what are those components? Those components are going to be my navbar. .jsx. So why am I providing this navbar? Using this navbar only, I can switch from one page to another page. Say for example, if I want to move from the home page to the login page, then I can simply click on this navbar.jsx, the options present inside the navbar.jsx, and move from one page to another page. So here, inside the context folder, I will place a file that is auth context.js. All right. Similarly, the package.json is always having all the files that we need, that we have installed, just the way we have seen in the backend. After that, what I have to do? I have to go to my auth context.js. And one question arises, like, why am I just writing .jsx? Because this file is having a combination of two things, that is the JavaScript and HTML codings. All right. So for that, what do we have to do? I will simply go inside this auth.js, and here what I will do is I will write import React, and here I will take 2 to 3 things that are required for me in order to create the page. What are they? That is the create context, and then I will also need the use context. After that, I will also need a use state. And now you people might be thinking, what are these things? So create context and use context, these are the methods of the context API. And this use state is a hook. Now the question arises, why do we need a context API? So we will learn about this once I will start coding and use these methods in order to write my code. And where are we going to import them? We will import them from the React library. All right. So here, I will create a variable that is auth context is equal to this variable, I am going to assign the create context method, so that whenever I have to use this create context, I can simply access this.
One minute.
Yeah.
Ma'am, your voice is very low, ma'am. That did not hear. Starting, I will told to you, ma'am. In call messages, I will type them to send to you, ma'am. Hello.
Am I properly audible to everyone, or is my voice coming very slow?
Bro, I think your network problem.
No, brother. My network is not problem. My
Okay.
network is.
It's audible.
Audible, brother, but the sound is very low, brother.
Okay. It's just because of the network issue, I guess.
In my phone, the volume button is high, ma'am. But why sound
All right.
is low? I don't know, ma'am.
Is there any issue till now with you people? In order to understand, is there any issue? Like, even if it's being a very low voice,
No, ma'am, no.
people not being able to
Okay,
understand.
all right. Yes, ma'am, understanding, but increase font size.
Okay, sure. I hope this should be visible this time. Alright,
Yes,
now
yes.
I will create a method with the help of export const, and here I will write auth provider is equal to, here I'm going to pass a prop, that is children. Now, what is the meaning of a prop? So prop are those data which I want to pass from one file to another file. Just for now, keep this thing in mind. Props are the data which I want to share from one file to another file. All right. So I have passed a prop name children inside this folder, inside this function, and the function name is auth provider. All right. So here what I will do, I will take an array having the const keyword, and inside the array I am going to write two words. It is just a second. Okay, am I properly audible this time?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
So here, this one is my variable, that is user, and the next one is going to be a function, that is set user. And whenever you come across the declaration of this type, then you get assured that we are going to use the use state hook. And why do we use the use state hook? Say for example, you are having a login button in your website. All right. And when you have already logged in into that website, you want that button to show log out instead of login. So what do? You change the state of that button from one state to another state, right? So basically what is happening? The data which is present inside the button is being changed from the previous data to the new data. So for that purpose only, what we will do, we will initially store null inside the user variable, which means what? We are initializing the user variable with the value null. And where are we going to write the null? Inside the use state hook. Am I clear till this part?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now here, I will create a function, that is const login is equal to, here I will provide two things. First is the username, and the next one is the password. Inside the function, I'm going to place a condition. That's the same condition which I have placed in the backend. So here I will do, what I will do is, instead of taking it from the user, I will provide it a little hard-coded value. And what do I mean by the hard-coded? I will write if username triple equal to admin. So the user who is accessing the front end can provide nothing but admin as the value for username. All right. Along with that, I will also place a condition for password. And I want the user who is accessing the website to provide the password as 1234. So this is what exactly I mean by hard-coded thing. That I have set a default value which I want the user to provide the same value which I have set. So here I will access the set user method. Where did I write the set user method? Where did I declare it? Tell me, where did I declare? inside this array, right? I have placed this set user inside the array. So if the condition is true, then the username will set to, okay, so this function will get executed, and this time it will provide admin user. And then it will return true. Or else if the condition is false, then it is going to return false. After that, I'm going to create one more function. That is the const logout. And how to set the logout? If the login is false, then it is logout, isn't it? So here what I will do, here I will provide one more arrow function, and here I will write set user. Again, the user will become null. So whichever data was stored inside this set user, after logout, it will become null. Got it till this part?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So as I have said, we are also going to include some HTML content inside this .jsx file along with the JavaScript. So for that, what do I have to write? I will provide return. Inside that, I am going to write auth context dot provider. So for you people, one thing, the very most important thing to keep in mind is whenever you are using the create context and use context, then what do you have to use? You just have to use the auth context dot provider inside the return method. And after that, what do you have to write? You have to write the value attribute. Inside this, you have to provide the user, also provide the login, and then you have to provide the logout. And inside this auth context.provider tag, just pass the children. That's it. So this is what we call the usage of the props by preventing the prop drilling. And we will see after this class, if we get enough time, we will see the prop drilling. In order to avoid that prop drilling only, we use this context API. So since I have created the entire function, I have to export it as well. So what should I have to do? I have to write an export statement. For the auth provider, I have already written export const auth provided, which means I do not have to export this auth provider function. But I have to write export const. Here I will provide use auth. This one again is an arrow function. Is equal to, here I will provide use context that I have taken from the React library. Inside this, I will provide the auth context function. And then I will save it. Now I will move to my navbar.jsx. Inside this file, I will write the same thing. That is import React. If people are requested to switch your mics off, I guess someone's mic's on. From React library. After that, okay, now question to you people. Which tag do you people use in HTML if you want to provide some link on your web page?
Anchor tag.
Anchor tag.
Anchor tag, right?
Anchor tag.
So here, we are going to use the link tag instead of an anchor tag in order to provide link in my website. So for that, I will write import link from, and this link tag we import from the React router DOM. All right. And after that, I will import the useAuth function that I have just declared inside the auth context.jsx. So here what I will do, here again, I'm going to create a function that is the navbar. After declaring the function, what do I have to do? I have to take a couple of variables, that is const user and then logout is equal to them I will assign the use auth that I have just imported. Inside the return method, this thing in mind, whichever HTML tag you have to use, just place it inside the return method. All right. So here, in order to create a nav bar, I will write nav, and then I will provide a class name, a nav bar to it. Inside the nav bar, I'm going to provide link, and this link has an attribute, and the name of the attribute is to attribute, inside which we are going to provide the endpoint, and inside the link I will provide the home. So what is this home? Home is a link, and what is the API endpoint for home? That is the empty backslash. So if we click on this home link, then it will take us to a page which is having an empty backslash. And secondly, I will provide one more link. Link to what? Link to my dashboard. So here I will write link to is equal to, here I will provide the endpoint as dashboard. And then I will write dashboard. Just the way we write any text inside the anchor tag, similarly, we are writing any text inside the link tag. And one more difference is that instead of writing href, we are using the to attribute in order to provide the API endpoint to a particular web page. After that, I'm going to provide here, I will check using a ternary operator. And how many of you do have any knowledge about the ternary operator? How does it work? One line answer.
If else.
It works as an if statement, right? So if the user is true, what will happen? Here, it is going to define this entire div tag. So inside the div tag, I will place a span tag, and this span tag will say welcome, and here I will access the user dot name, the name of the user, followed by a button, and I will provide an event associated with it, and the event associated with the button is the on-click event. So whenever the user is going to click on the button, then which function is going to get executed? The logout function is going to get executed. And where did we define the logout function? Tell me. In which file did we define it?
Auth context.
Great. So in order to use the logout function only, we have imported the auth context file, and we are accessing it using the use auth, right? So here I will write logout. Clicking this button, the user will be able to log out. And if the logout function will be executed, tell me what will happen by seeing this function. Tell me what will happen.
The function will return null.
Yeah. So whichever data was present inside the set user method will again become null. Now I will go back to my navbar.jsx, and if the user is false, then what will happen? Here, separated by a colon, I will provide one more HTML tag, and that tag is going to be one more link tag is equal to, and if the user has not yet logged in, then it will take the user to the login page. So for the endpoint for the login page is /login. So this is my link for login page. So if the user will click on this login link, then it will take the user directly to the page having this particular endpoint. Am I clear till this part, or are there any doubt? Am I clear?
Clear.
So now finally what I will do, I will export this navbar using export default navbar. And then I will save it. After that, I will go to my, okay, here I have to make one more page. That is the, inside the components only, I have to create a protected route. Protected route. Dot. Here I will provide JSX. So inside the protected route, what I will do, I will write the same thing, that is import React from React. And then I will import navigate from the React router DOM. So from the name itself, are you people being able to guess what kind of function is this navigate going to perform? Any guesses?
Showing navigation.
Navigate one page to another page.
Exactly. In order to navigate from one page to another page, we are going to use this navigate. And I will again import the use auth in this file as well. Use auth. All right. So here again a function. That is the protected route. And again, I'm going to pass the children prop inside this. Because see, wherever I require this children prop, in that file only, I am passing this children prop. But in case of prop drilling, I had to pass the children prop in each and every file without having any use of that children prop. So in order to form a chain, that's it. So in order to remove or prevent users from using the prop drilling, we have come up with the context API where we use the create context and use context in order to access certain props. So here inside this, I will write const user is equal to use auth. And then I will return. Again, I'm going to place a ternary operator in order to check if there is any value inside the user. And if there is any value, then it is going to provide the children. And what is the children having? Which data does the children has? The children is having these data. That is, the username, password, etc. So these are the children. See, user, login, logout. These are the children which, these are the things which the children is carrying itself. Got it? The name. Am I clear? Do you want me to repeat it again?
Yes, ma'am.
See, what is the children? We just have passed children inside this, right? And again, we have also seen children written inside this. So what are we actually trying to access with the help of this children? So whichever message is present inside this, that is the admin user, is the children. That is why inside this protected route.js, we are writing children over here. And if the user is correct, then what it will provide? It is going to provide welcome, then name. And the user is admin. All the data which is present inside the children will be shown if there is any data present inside the user. And if the user is having null, then it is going to provide navigate. And this navigate also is having a 2 attribute. And to which page is it going to navigate us? It is going to navigate us to the login page. And here we are going to write replace. And why we are writing this, I will let you know once we execute this entire page. And then similarly, we will export this entire function using export default protected route. Then I will save it. Now I'm going to design different pages. That is my home.jsx. Okay, let me take this import. Yeah. Here I will paste it. After that, I will create a function. That is home. And then the home page will return an HTML tag which will say home page. And this page is public, which can be accessed by anyone. And I will export it. Default. Let's save it. After that, I am going to make my login page. We'll go over here, and here I will take React, use state. Why do we use the use state hook? I've just said a few minutes back. Why do we use this? In order to change the state of a particular element, right? Hello, am I audible to all? Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Why don't you people switch your mics on and tell me if you people are being able to understand?
Yes, ma'am, clear.
Why do we use the use state hook then?
Storing the variable.
State management.
Alright, fine. You people are not going to ask me, not even you people are going to answer me anything. Okay, so here I will import the use navigate method. And then again, I'm going to import the use auth. Alright. After that, I'll create a function of login. Inside this function, I'm going to assign, I'm going to create two arrays. And here, I will provide const. First one is going to be the username, followed by a function that is set username is equal to.
Ma'am, your voice is clear, but some noises out there.
Ma'am, background noise.
Okay. Excuse me. Is it coming clear now?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So to the username, we are going to assign an empty string as the initial value, followed by the password. So here I will copy this, and I will make the same thing for the password as well. Instead of username, I will write password over here. And here I will write set password. And password is also going to be an empty string. Just remove the space between them. After that, I will create a variable that is const. This one is my login. And here I will assign the use auth to this. And then again, const navigate is equal to this navigate variable, I will assign the use navigate method. And then I'm going to create one more method inside this. That is const handle submit is equal to. Here is also an arrow function, and this will take e as a parameter. So what is the meaning of this e? E is the object of an event. See, for example, when you are clicking a submit button, so what is the default event associated with the with a button? The default event which is associated with the submit button is the reload of the web page. So if we want to click the submit button, do we actually want the page to get reloaded, or do we want to get login inside the website? What do we want?
Login into website, ma'am.
Login in the website, right? We do not want the page to get reloaded. So for that purpose, what we have to do, we just have to write e dot prevent default. So what will happen if we write this method? When we will declare this e dot prevent default, then the default event which is associated with the submit button will get prevented. So it will prevent the page from getting reloaded. That is why we are writing e dot prevent default. And then I'm going to place a condition, that is if statement. Inside this, I will provide a condition, that is login, and inside this, I am going to pass username and then the password. And if the user is actually logged in the website, then what will happen? It will navigate the user to the dashboard page. So here I will write dashboard. All right. After that, I will provide else. So, and if the user is not present, is not logged in, then it is going to provide it an alert message. And which is, what will that message contain? That is going to contain an invalid credential message. So this one is my handle submit method. After that, inside the return method, I am going to use the HTML tags. And this one will take a form tag, and the event associated with it is the on submit. And here, when the user will submit the form, then the handle submit functions will get executed. Inside this form, I am going to provide a header with h1 tag, and this will provide login form. And here I am going to provide an input tag, and this will take the type as text. And after that, I will also provide it a placeholder, and that will take username. Then I will also provide the value attribute, and this value attribute will take the username. See, from this value attribute only, whichever username the user is going to provide inside the field, it is going to take the username and store it inside the variable username. This username and the username that I have declared over here are the same inside the array. These two things are the same. After the value, I am going to provide one more thing, that is on change. And this will take again the event object E. And what will happen? It will set the username with E dot. Okay. Inside this, it will take E dot target dot value, which means what? Whichever username the user is going to provide, this on change event is going to target that particular value. Similarly, I am going to provide one more input tag. I will just copy it. And then I will place it below this one. And instead of username, I will provide password. And here in place of text, I will provide password again. And then It will take the value of password. After that, here instead of set username, I will provide set password. That's it. These are the things that I have to provide. And finally, I have to provide a button. And inside the button, I will write login. So here I will provide button followed by the type of the button, that is submit. And here I will write login. And now I will export the form. Here I will write export default login. I will save it. So now we have created our home page and the login page. Now I will move to my dashboard.jsx. Here I will write import React from React. Then I will provide function dashboard. Inside this, I will place a return statement, and here I will provide a header tag, that is dashboard. And this one is the protected page. And why it is the protected page? Because in order to access the dashboard page, one need to log in inside the page at the very first. That is why this dashboard is the protected page. After that, I will finally export this dashboard page. And here I will write export default dashboard. That's it. I will save this. And now I will go to my app.jsx in order to render all the things that I have created till now. So here I will go to my app.jsx, and here I will write import React from React. After that, I will import all the things, that is okay. So in order to provide the routes, in order to access the endpoints that I have written, we need specific things to be imported from the React router DOM. And what are they? We need to import the browser router. So this browser router name is a bit larger to write everywhere. So in order to make it a shorter one, I will import the browser router as only router, followed by the routes, and then the route. And we are going to use them as the HTML tags. After that, I will import the navbar. And after the navbar, we will import the home page. And after the home page, I will import the login. It is login. And then I will take my dashboard. After the dashboard, I will import the protected routes. And finally, I will create a function, that is app. And then I will provide a return method. Inside this, I will place the router. And by the router, what do I actually mean? What do I have to write? Like when I'm writing router, what am I actually supposed to write?
Creating routes.
Which thing did I import as router?
Routes.
I knew no one is listening. I knew that you people are not at all listening. Because if you people had listened, then at least one of you might have provided the answers. But there is no issue from my side. Anyways, after that, the first thing that I will provide over here is the navbar. And then inside the routes tag, this one is the routes. And inside the routes tag, I'm going to provide the route. And this route tag is having a couple of attributes. First one is the path, which will declare the same endpoint that we have provided to the two attribute of the link tag. Secondly, it will take the element. So I am accessing the home page with this empty endpoint. So here I am going to render the home tag. That is my home component. And these are the self-closing tags because I do not have separate closing route tag, right? That is why I am making it a self-closing tag. And here I will provide the route for login. Here I will write route followed by the path is equal to login. And the endpoint is going to be login only. So the element is going to be my login page, which I can access using the login endpoint. And this one is also going to be a self-closing tag. And here I am going to provide the dashboard. So here at first I will provide routes. And here I will provide path as dashboard only. Because in the two attribute of the link tag, I have written dashboard. That is why I will provide dashboard to the path as well. And then the element is equal to. Here I will provide in the protected route. Here inside the protected route, I am going to provide the dashboard in order to make the dashboard protected, through which the user who has already logged in only is able to access this dashboard page. And the user who is not logged in the page, he is not provided the access to this dashboard page. That's it. And then I will export this entire app using export default app. Save it again. Now let's move to our page. Let's stop the server and run it again. npm run dev. Okay, there is some issue. Let's see what is the issue. What is it saying?
Ma'am, type error.
Where is it? Just a second. In which file is that? Piece of null. As far as my nav bar. Auth context. Okay, is there any doubt till this part to any of you? I guess there is no doubt because none of you were listening actually. Books can also record the body of in which file is it? Books can only be called inside the body.
Reactor.dog cannot install.
Ma'am, browser dog.
Can you please repeat?
Ma'am, React router dog.
Okay, I guess we have to install it in order to use it. Just a second.
Router DOM not installed, ma'am. That's the issue.
I guess I have installed it. All right, I will see the error in the next class, and then I will provide you the actual error which is being occurred over here. Use auth okay navbar.js. Computer science.
Ma'am, please use square bracket.
No, it will work
user-
fine even if we do not write the require method. It will perfectly work fine. Cannot destructure property user of user as it is undefined at navbar.
Ma'am, maybe the problem is in auth context, I think.
Okay, I will check the error and tell you people the error in the next class, all right?
Oh, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Hello.
Yeah.
Ma'am, in the auth context,
Yeah.
in auth context, we have to use curly braces in login parameters.
Okay.
Username and password, we are not destructuring.
Okay, all right, all
We have-
right. Got your point.
We have to take it as a not take it as a parameter. We have to take it as a to be a structure here. Then we
Name
can
mismatch,
set
ma'am. Or the provider you give and exporting is another name.
No, that's not the error actually. It shouldn't provide any error in this case. Okay, all right. I'll see the error in the next class and then I will let you know. All right.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
All right.
Okay, ma'am.